Senator from Berkshire, Hampshire, and Franklin, Mr. Downing.
Thank you, Madam President, and through you to the Minority Leader. The specific provision the Minority Leader points out is a 1970s law that set up the first anti-idling ban in Massachusetts. It said you couldn't idle more than 5 minutes. And I think that if you're in Lynnfield or if you're in Pittsfield or if you're in Boston, you know that's not a limit that's strictly enforced. We know it's a law that was actually established when cars could only idle for 5 minutes because of technologies. Under current technologies, the vehicles that we have now, whether they're school buses or personal passenger vehicles, have no problem turning their keys on and off. Idling was once thought to be necessary to warm up an engine, to make sure the car was warm. Actually, engines these days warm up by driving. Now, I would point out to the Minority Leader that actually 60% of the Republican caucus, so 3 out of 5, are co-sponsors of the legislation. And actually, 2 towns in the Minority Leader's district are currently working on idling bans around their school campuses right now, Lynnfield and Malden. Now, I don't think it's a duplicative law because it's simply a targeted improvement. Much like the anti-smoking ban started town by town, we now have a law that we can improve upon because we don't need just a 5-minute ban. We know that with the technology we have now, we can bring down idling in general. Now, just to go into the specifics a little bit, this law would save school districts $4 million a year because we waste 1.3 million gallons of fuel idling our cars around school campuses. Now, personally, I would like to see no idling in the Commonwealth at all, but I'm not aggressive enough, and if the Minority Caucus would like to join me with that, I would love to join with the Green Minority Caucus on such a measure. But I think right now we can start by reducing the amount of idling around our school campuses, considering that almost 750,000 children ride our school buses each day. Over 10,000 vehicles idle around our school campuses each day, leading to over 2.8 million wasted hours of idling in the Commonwealth each year. So while I am under no illusions that this would save the environment, while I am under no illusions that this would improve public health to the point that it would reduce health care costs, I do think that it's a simple step that we can all take to improve the air quality of our school campuses, to improve the public health, the environmental health, and to make sure that the environment in which our children go to school and that we put so much money into our schools is the safest and the best possible. So I am proud to have support of the majority of the Minority Caucus, and I would look forward to the speedy passage of the bill.